everybody. This is Michelle, and welcome to Sunday Mornings with the Angels. It is time for our weekly message. I'd like to start off with an overall theme, with an overall message before we get into the practicality of things. I was gifted this beautiful deck, Angels of Atlantis. Such a beautiful gift. And so I was busy working with it and learning it and feeling it and just getting it into my heart. And how beautiful is this? Right, so we are. Good morning, Juicy. How are you doing? Lots of love to Italy. Lorraine. Archangel Shamael with beginnings. Just look at the beautiful image. What immediately comes to mind for me is, can you see that beautiful pink ball? And it's as if this person is walking towards it, to a very promising new way. A way that is filled with light. And so, let this be your guiding message. You have above your crown a chakra called the Soul Star Chakra. And the Soul Star Chakra is a beautiful magenta pink. And it contains all of your soul's knowledge. And I personally lovingly refer to it as my Google. Because everything that you feel you need to know more of, that you need to do research on, you use Google. And with your beginning of your week, whatever you are starting, tap into your Soul Star Chakra. Take time to be quiet. Take time to listen. When you start your week, sit in silent centeredness. Bring into awareness the Soul Star and connect with all the knowledge, the wisdom, the divine intelligence, the guidance, the know-how that is there for you. Because then you are connected to soul, to your soul. And there is so much wisdom and resourcefulness and divine intelligence and knowledge within you that sometimes we just forget. And so we feel fearful, we feel doubtful, we feel overwhelmed. And then what we try and do is we try and fix that feeling. We try and not feel like that so that we can move on with this. And before we start this competition, this urge to just fix things, take some time and sit back and center, and then tap in to soul, tap into the knowledge that lies within your heart. And you can ask Archangel Shamael to assist you to draw from that. So it's a beautiful week for us to tap into beginnings, to tap into new feelings, new experiences, new vibrations, and it's all associated to this beginning that you have set out for yourself. And always work towards the light. Bring light in, and tapping into the Soul Star is a beautiful way to bring light in. But more than that, it is a week to focus on beginnings. A good energy to take that first step. We don't have to see the full picture, but take that first step. Okay, and so now in alignment with that message, we are going to draw practical guidance with Archangel Raphael to assist us with the beginnings, to assist us with, I'm hearing also the word starting. What have you been putting off? What have you been putting off that you need to start? Look at the beautiful guidance coming through for us. And then I am going to also use my own deck called Whispered Guidance. This is a card deck that I published in 2015, and I'm going to then ask for whispered guidance towards the end of the week. Oh, how beautiful is this? Stay tuned. It's getting exciting. So right where you are, set the intention to move into new beginnings. Set the intention to take the first step towards whatever you want to start, you want to make some good progress on. Yes, and begin with the wisdom, the knowledge, the intelligence of the soul. So, how can we do that? Archangel Raphael, give us your cares. So remember, if there's any question in your mind right now as to, but how am I going to do this? I don't have enough resources. I don't know where to start. Whatever you are worried about, hand it over. And ask for help. Pray about it. Ask God and the angels to help you with whatever you are carrying that you feel. So I'm seeing a big rock. So what do you feel stands in the way of you and that first step? Hand that over. You know, sometimes it doesn't always feel like we have the strength to roll this rock away. But we have an army of angels to help us. The question is, do you ask? And so this message reads, Dear God and Archangel Raphael, I am willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go so that you can fully guide me in the situation. Hand over, let it go. And here's a very important thing that we need to be reminded of. We cannot control the outcome. Walk the journey. Take the first step. Do as you are guided, those intuitive feelings that come up for you. But don't manage the outcome. Let the outcome unfold as you go. And then, yes, look at this one. Yes. So, for any of you that wanted somewhere in your mind playing with, oh, but should I do this? Is this the right thing for me? Yes. What I love about this also is, for me, it's also a confirmation that that feeling that you had about that issue, about that situation, yes, trust that feeling. So it may resonate to an answer that you had concerning a yes or no answer. More than that, it's a confirmation that the feeling that you held or were holding about this situation, trust that feeling. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of my truth. You know, I'm sure you've all seen posts, and quotes that always refer to trust the feelings that you get, or energy doesn't lie. And the reason why we battle to trust it is because we're not guaranteed of an outcome. We don't know what's going to happen if I trust that feeling. Let that unfold. It's not about managing the outcome. It's about following guidance one step at a time, and as it unfolds for you. This is another message to say that consider an alternative way. So here is our helicopter again. The beach is very busy this morning. So this has to do on a physical level. If you've been having feelings of should I perhaps consider a different dosage? Should I ask my doctor for an alternative script? Should I perhaps consider alternative medicine? Should I perhaps maybe add alternative medicine, alternative practices to what I am going through? You know, we get our body, our intuition guides us. So trust that this morning. And if you are unsure, ask to be guided. Ask to be led to the right practitioner, the right nutrition, what you need for your body at this time. And discuss it with an expert, discuss it with a specialist, but that feeling comes from you. Also, if you are, I'm just hearing, you know that saying, in between a rock and a hard place. So if you're carrying that energy at this time, that like in between a rock and a hard place, consider an approach that you have never thought of before. Consider an approach that you would have never considered before. What's the alternative here? Is there another way perhaps that you are not seeing? You know, sometimes we can become very stubborn in our own ideas and the way things need to be done. But you'll be very surprised what you can receive if you just ask outside of that idea. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to the ideal healing treatment modality and for giving me clear signs and messages to validate the best path of my well-being. And you can receive this on a physical level, and you can receive this on an emotional and spiritual level as well. Whatever you are working on and you feel that stuck feeling, ask for alternative ideas. Finally, to call on balance. Do you know why balance is such an excellent teacher? Because this balance is not always work and play, work and rest, balance in the diet. This balance is also about saying yes and saying no. This balance is also about giving and receiving. And how, when we are out of balance, you know, for those that know the love is a currency concept, when you are in overdraft, it means that the giving and receiving is out of balance. And so when you are in overdraft financially, it puts a lot of strain on you, and it's on the back of your mind all the time. And so it can be in love, We can be in overdraft in energy. We can be in overdraft in love. We can be in overdraft in work, in yeses and nos. Pay attention to that balance this week. I want to read something from this card. You are called to invite balance into all aspects of your life. Receive as much as what you give. Give as much as what you receive. Say yes and say no. Do and do not. Bring every aspect into balance. The situation you are inquiring about must be in balance with every aspect of your being. Balance is neither negative nor the opposite of something, it simply is. And if we look at everything that we've received this morning from an alternative approach, from trusting your intuition, from handing over your cares and your worries, let everything for you feel as if the balance is in order. You're standing, because when you are in balance, you're standing on both feet. You're standing on both feet. And that is a beautiful way to take the first step to move towards our beginnings in this week. Thank you so much for this weekly message. I wish you balance, I wish you good health, I wish you love, and most importantly, I wish you courage and joy and gratitude with all the first steps and moving into beginnings of projects, beginnings of writings, beginnings of creation in this week ahead. Wishing you so much love with that.